won't turn in the door again. The screen just spins a frozen grin, and every single word I type dissolves to static in the light. I canceled all my plans today. The universe advised that way. A coffee cup gone cold too soon, the hollow of an afternoon. The signal drops on every call, a silent, slow motion fall. And I know the science, I read the page, but it feels personal, this cosmic cage. Like all the gears in heaven's clock, decided I'm the one to block. Oh, Mercury in retrograde, just a shadow in a cosmic shade, pulling every promise out of phase and leaving all the connections frayed. I'm talking to the void I made. My train of thought jumped off the rail, got lost in some forgotten tale. The meaning in a text I sent got bent and broken its descent, and every sorry running late just feeds this quiet building weight. And the planets don't care, it's a cold ballet, but my own reflection starting to stray looks back at me through a dusty pane, and miles of words just try again. Oh, Mercury in retrograde, just a shadow in a cosmic shade, pulling every promise out of phase and leaving all the connections frayed. I'm talking to the void I made. Maybe it's not the stars at all, maybe it's me against the wall of my own anxious architecture, a self-assembled fracture. Looking for a sign that never bore. So it's Mercury in retrograde, just a shadow in a cosmic shade, pulling every promise out of phase and left all my connections frayed. I'm not talking to the void I made. I'll just sit here in the hum till the forward motion comes, if it comes. Volume down a dental sigh, the blue light paints the ceiling high. The world outside is sharp and clear, that's why I keep it muted here. The voices on the late night screen move their mouths in a silent scene, a drama made of ghostly light that keeps the sharper dark at bay tonight. I wrap the noise around my head, a digital woolen thread. It's the sweetest nothing of them all. The ache is like a distant station, a buried rhythmic foundation, beneath the snow of empty sound, where something lost might still be found. I don't listen for the tune, just the comforting gray cocoon. This static is my lullaby, a fabricated soft reply to silence that is too intense, and thoughts that never make much sense. So let the signal break and fall. It's the sweetest nothing of them all. They say unplug, reset, be still, but the quiet has a terrible will. It amplifies the hum inside, the parts of me that have died. So bring the beautiful, the blurred, the sweetest noise that ever stirred. Sweetest nothing. It wasn't in the suitcase by the door, or the slamming that we'd had before. It was in the way you made the bed, too carefully with nothing said. It was in the extra cup you poured and left untouched upon the board, a kindness that had turned to stone, a performance for an empty home. It was in the have a safe good trip that died halfway upon your lip. Oh, you learned the language of leaving, in the grammar of the grieving, the punctuation of a silent phone, the past tense in your muscle bone. You study every vacant space until it's just a familiar place. Just a place. The lexicon of glancing hands that no longer make demands, the dictionary of the back, turning down a one-way track, the final lesson brief and deep. Some promises are yours to keep. Alone. Oh, you learn the language of leaving, in the grammar of the grieving, the punctuation of a silent phone, the past tense in your muscle bone. You study every vacant space till it's just a familiar place. And fluency, it finally comes when you stop counting all the sums of who was right and who was wrong. You just hear it like a song, a sad song on the radio that tells you everywhere you go. I wrote the book on the grieving, but the punctuation's mine to choose. These miles are mine to use. I read the map of my own face, and I'm turning it into a better place. A better place. The horizon line is coming clear in the rear view mirror. Just the road, the hum, the sky, and the language of goodbye. It was the grayest blue for months on end, a ceiling I could almost touch, my only friend. Then a Tuesday, unaware, a finger's width of gold cut through the air. This is how the light unfolds. It doesn't blaze and break the molds. It finds the crack you never missed and lingers in it like a mist. It was the steam ascending the tea, a paragraph of prose that finally found me. The weight upon the bed felt less like stone, a subtle shifting in the marrow bone. And this is how the too small to see until you're standing nearly free. Doesn't mend, it just insists. This is not the end of you. And this is how the light unfolds. It fills the space that sorrow holds. It doesn't drive the dark away. It meets it, turns it into day. A crack of gold, a story told, how the light unfolds. You left them on the windowsill, a collection soft and still, tawny gray and ivory, a silent, curated history. One from the walk in 17, when the autumn was a blazing screen. One from the morning by the lake, a gift you gave for kindness' sake. And this, the latest, pale and small, found after you let the last call fall. They barely bend the light you see. They're almost nothing physically, but in the aggregate they press a gentle sheer duress. Oh, this is the weight of feathers, 1,000 little tethers to every maybe and what could be, piling up so silently till I'm anchored by a gravity of almost memory. Of almost memory. Of almost memory. I try to sweep them in a pile, to carry them a final mile, but the slightest breath will make them fly and catch the corner of my eye. A ghost of warmth, a hinted touch. It doesn't take, it asks too much. They have no voice, they make no sound, just drifting on the common ground of every room you're not within, a testament to where you've been. Oh, this is the weight of feathers, 1,000 little tethers to every maybe and what could be, piling up so silently till I'm anchored by a gravity of almost memory. What if I let the window wide, invite the storm, the turning tide? Oh, what if I watch them all take flight, a blur of swallowed fading light? Would I feel lighter or just vast, an empty sky too large, too fast? So this is the weight of feathers, I feel the weight of tethers. I'll stop counting what to be and let them just be, this anchored quiet gravity. good night. My reflection's getting polite. It doesn't fight the window's light. It just accepts the blurring rain and slowly starts to drain. I answer calls with "I'm alright," a phrase that's fading from its height. It leaves my lips and halfway there it turns to particles of air. My handwriting's begun to stray, a map of where I've bled away. The colors of my daily code are thin as notes from a distant throat. I'm learning how to not displace the dust that settles in my space. And I'm halfway to a ghost, a barely there, a fading post, a watermark upon the page of my own life in this slow fade. You could pass your hand right through the parts I'm sure I once knew. I made a lunch I didn't eat, a small defeat, a silent feat. The food just watched me from the plate and shared my slowly fading state. Conversations leave no mark, just static in the deepening dark. They ask me where I wanna go, but destination seems so slow to reach when you're untethering from every solid weighty thing. And I'm halfway to a ghost, a barely there, a fading post, a watermark upon the page of my own life in this slow fade. You could pass your hand right through the parts I'm sure I once knew. Maybe this is how it's done, not with a bang, but coming undone, thread by thread, and after nurture I once knew. Design. A sigh against the glass. The city lights are just a bruise upon the sky from here, a faded glow I carry in my pocket with my keys. And the engine sigh is the only sound that's keeping me company. On this gravel road, a silver thread unraveling through the trees. I left the noise back in a drawer, the one that's always stuck. The constant need to be somebody used used up all my luck. Now the dashboard's glow is painting stories on my tired hands. Just a quiet beat, the turning wheel, and all this empty land. And I don't know where I'm going, but I know the feel of this steering wheel. The weight is finally going, going, going. Out where the pavement ends and the quiet begins, where the stars don't have to fight the town to breathe. Just the whisper of the pines, a solitary line between the person that I was and who I'm meant to be. Who I'm meant to be. Who I'm meant to be. The radio just gave up, surrendering to static hymns. A choir of crickets takes the stage as the evening light grows dim. I see a ghost in the rearview mirror, but she's smiling now, it seems, catching fireflies of memory in the corners of my dreams. And the map is just a painting of a world that doesn't understand that sometimes getting lost is the only plan. Out where the pavement ends and the quiet beat begins, where the stars don't have to fight the town to breathe. Just the whisper of the pines, a solitary line between the person that I was and who I'm meant to be. Meant to be. Meant to be. Maybe peace was never in a place, but in the slowing of the race, and the courage of an unmarked turn, and the gentle lesson that you learn. So I'll stay where the pavement ends and the quiet begins. Let it begin. Where the stars don't have to fight, they just believe, just believe, just believe. It's the whisper of my soul finally taking hold of the person that I was and who I'm meant to, who I'm meant to be. Who I'm meant to be. The headlights catch the falling dust, a galaxy undone. Just me, this road, the welcoming dark, and the rising of the moon. I found it in your sleeping house, the hour of the click of the mouse. The furnace sighed and settled deep, and you were somewhere in your sleep. My own mind's a crowded room, constant low impending doom of tasks undone and things to say that haunt the edges of the day. But here the chaos seems to bleed into a different, softer seed. This is borrowed quiet, a temporary island. I know the tide is coming, I know this piece is silent and signed in lease, not title. This borrowed quiet. Hush now. I trace the lines upon your shelf, a museum of your other self. And in this stillness not my own, I feel for once a little known, not by you, but by the air. This temporary shared despair. This is borrowed quiet, a temporary island. I know the tide is coming, I know this piece is silent and signed in lease, not title. This borrowed quiet. The morning light will find the crack and lay its obligation track across the floor onto my hand and demand I understand that this was never mine to keep. Just a shallow, lovely sleep. Turns in the lock downstairs, a gentle end to these affairs. I pull my coat, my chaos back into the gray, the fading black, and leave the quiet on the stair. Just borrow, just air. This old house settles in its bones with every secret that it owns. change, the winters warp, the summers crack, and something whispers in the black. That stain above the fireplace still holds the shape of a birthday cake, a phantom of a candle's glow from 60-something years ago. And in the hallway, if you're still, you'll hear a child's laugh, high and shrill. It isn't haunting, not a fright. It's just the fading of the light, absorbed by plaster, held in dust, a slow and patient turning rust. These are the echoes in the sheetrock, the memories the drywall caught. Every fight and tender word in this old house is still heard, a silent, steady, patient choir of forgotten love and dying fire. Fire. The master bedroom holds a chill, a promise that he couldn't fill. She packed her rage into the floor and slammed the door in '64. And now the knob will sometimes turn for a ghost that's yet to learn. No exorcism, no sweet prayer will ever clean this static air. It's in the grain, it's in the nail, this everlasting faint detail. These are the echoes in the sheetrock, the memories the drywall caught. Every fight and tender word in this old house is still heard, a silent, steady, patient choir of forgotten love and dying fire. And me, I'm just the latest ghost, the one who misses here the most. I add my whispers to the wall, the late arrived and destined fall. I trace the cracks with my own hand and finally think I underspur that we're all echoes in the sheetrock, our memories the drywall's caught. Every fight and tender word in this old world is still heard. We join the steady, patient choir of forgotten love and dying fire. Remembers long after the people forget. I add my whispers to the wall, a late arrived and destined fall. I trace the cracks with my own hand and finally think I understand that we're all echoes in the sheetrock, our memories the drywall's caught. Every fight and tender word in this old world is still heard. We join the silent, patient choir of forgotten love and dying remembers long after the people forget. I keep it in the cedar drawer, beneath the scarves I never wore, a bound election guilt and dust of journeys gone to gentle rust. Here, the coastline of a chance not taken at the Bordeaux dance, the dotted route to Cambridge, Mass that ended at the Looking Glass. And this, the faded finest pen, maps out the children we might have been. Page 14. The elevations marked in blue are heights I never rose into, the careful shades of green and brown are towns I never walked around. And this is my atlas of almost, my cartography of the ghostlands built on if and might have been, and roads that vanished off the screen. I trace the borders thin and true of a life that never lived through you. This chart, the one of spotted tears, details the course across the years of a conversation never had that wouldn't have been quite so bad. And hearing careful, cruel detail the ship that never set its sail. The legends speak of perfect weather and us there in it together, a compass pointing ever east to a feast that never was a feast. And this is my atlas of almost, my cartography of the ghostlands built on if and might have been, and roads that vanished off the screen. I trace the borders thin and true of a life that never lived through you. And sometimes in the quiet night I think it gets the colors right, more vibrant than the world I own, this paper country full grown. Of almost, my beautiful barren coast. I'll turn the pages one by one till my dreaming time is done. These borders, though they hold no shore, are mine to love forevermore. Coastline drawn in might have been the most real map I've ever seen. Keys won't turn in the door again. The screen just spins a frozen grin, and every single word I type dissolves to static in the light. I canceled all my plans today. The universe advised that way. A coffee cup gone cold too soon, the hollow of an afternoon. The signal drops on every call, a silent, slow motion fall. And I know the science, I read the page, but it feels personal, this cosmic the meaning in a text I sent. Got bent and broken its descent, and every sorry running late just feeds this quiet building weight. And the planets don't care, it's a cold ballet, but my own reflection starting to stray looks back at me through a dusty pane, and miles of words just try again. Oh, Mercury in retrograde, just a shadow in a cosmic shade, pulling every promise out of phase and leaving all the connections frayed. I'm talking to the void I made. Maybe it's not the stars at all. Maybe it's me against the wall of my own anxious architecture, a self-assembled fracture. Looking for a sign that never bore. So it's Mercury in retrograde, just a shadow in a cosmic shade, pulling every promise out of phase and left all my connections frayed. I'm not talking to the void I made. I'll just sit here in the hum till the forward motion comes, if it comes. Volume down a dental sigh, the blue light paints the ceiling high. The world outside is sharp and clear, that's why I keep it muted here. The voices on the late night screen move their mouths in a silent scene, a drama made of ghostly light that keeps the sharper dark at bay tonight. I wrap the noise around my head, a digital woolen thread. This static is my lullaby, a fabricated soft reply to silence that is too intense, and thoughts that never make much sense. So let the signal break and fall. It's the sweetest nothing of them all. The ache is like a distant station, a buried rhythmic foundation beneath the snow of empty sound, where something lost might still be found. I don't listen for the tune, just the comforting gray cocoon. This static is my lullaby, a fabric be still, but the quiet has a terrible will. It amplifies the hum inside, the parts of me that have died. So bring the beautiful, the blurred, the sweetest noise that ever stirred. Sweet as nothing. It wasn't in the suitcase by the door, or the slamming that we'd had before. It was in the way you made the bed, too carefully with nothing said. It was in the extra cup you poured and left untouched upon the board, a kindness that had turned to stone, a performance for an empty home. It was in the have a safe good trip that died halfway upon your lip. Oh, you learned the language of leaving, in the grammar of the grieving, the punctuation of a silent phone, the past tense in your muscle bone. You study every vacant space until it's just a familiar place. Just a place. The lexicon of glancing hands that no longer make demands, the dictionary of the back, turning down a one-way track, the final lesson brief and deep. Some promises are yours to keep. Alone. Oh, you learn the language of leaving, in the grammar of the grieving, the punctuation of a silent phone, the past tense in your muscle bone. You study every vacant space until it's just a familiar place. And fluency, it finally comes when you stop counting all the sums of who was right and who was wrong. You just hear it like a song, a sad song on the radio that tells you everywhere you go. The book on the grieving, but the punctuation's mine to choose. These miles are mine to use. I read the map of my own face, and I'm turning it into a better place. A better place. The horizon horizon line is coming clear in the rear view mirror. Just the road, the hum, the sky, and the language of goodbye. It was the grayest blue for months on end, a ceiling I could almost touch, my only friend. Then a Tuesday, unaware, a finger's width of gold cut through the air. And this is how the light unfolds. It doesn't blaze and break the molds. It finds the crack you never missed and lingers in it like a mist. It was the steam ascending the tea, a paragraph of prose that finally found me. The weight upon the bed felt less like stone, a subtle shifting in the marrow bone. And this is how the too small to see until you're standing nearly free. It doesn't shout, it doesn't mend, it just insists. This is not the end.